Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is Search Buzz Video Recap. This is the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable over the past week. Today is December 28th, the last Search Buzz Video Recap of 2012. And I hope to see you guys next week in 2013. Actually, I'm leaving to Israel to host the XMX Israel event, so I'll hopefully be doing that video from Israel, hopefully. If not, you'll have to wait. But in any event, again, a week from this Sunday is XMX Israel. If you haven't signed up, just Google XMX Israel and sign up. It's a really great conference. It's a one-day event on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk about search news this past week. It was obviously Christmas, so it wasn't as busy as typical, but Matt Cutts gets active on Christmas. He typically is, him and John Mueller goes ahead and post a lot in the forums on Christmas Day. What's interesting is that Matt Cutts actually only posts in the search forums, in the Google Webmaster Help forums on Christmas, or almost always posts only on Christmas. Any event, maybe that's a Christmas Day tradition for him. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, the one thing he posted was that, and I'll quote, a response to somebody about press releases. He said, "Note, I wouldn't expect links from press release websites to benefit your rankings, however." Meaning, links in press releases on press release websites probably do not help your rankings. He goes on further to link to some posts in the comments and stuff like that about how even people who syndicate those press releases probably doesn't help that much. What does help, obviously, is the exposure you get from those press releases. If it's meaningful content, unique content that people are happy about, that people want to talk about and link about, then it's useful. But in general, links specifically from within press releases will not help your rankings. And I'm glad he said that because, he said that before, I believe, but obviously the first time he actually said something about that in a forum post. I'm glad he said that because a lot of SEOs out there just buy press releases to get links within the press releases themselves. Google is now showing your reservations, your orders, your tickets, your events in your Google search results. Now that's part of the field test, the Gmail related content field test that they did back a few months ago, where they were showing tickets like flights and stuff like that, pulling data from your Gmail, your emails in Gmail. It's not available to Google Apps users, it's available only to Gmail users who opt in, but it's pretty cool. You can search for my hotel reservations and get like results from your Gmail results, so showing anything that matches those and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. It's a bit creepy, but it's definitely a bit cool. Google is testing on their Google mobile smartphone search results a quick view button, a big blue button you click with your thumb, I guess, in the actual search results that generates what I think is a pre-fetched Google hosted snapshot of that page. Because Wisdom went ahead and posted this on Google+. I posted some screenshots. I'll show you them. I have some questions about, does the actual website get traffic for it? Is it rendering the mobile website? Is it rendering something else? How do you enable this for your website? Do you want to enable this? Stuff like that. And I sent those questions out to Google to see if I could get more details about how this works. I personally do not see it, so I can't really test these things myself. In any event, you can learn more about that on the Search Engine Roundtable blog. Did you know that you could block your robots.txt from showing up in the Google search results by blocking it in your robots.txt file? I posted a screenshot of how the Search Engine Roundtable's robots.txt file is actually showing up in the search results. And there's two ways to disallow it from showing in the Google search results. Now, it's up to you if you want to show them or not. I don't think it really hurts that much, but one is to obviously disallow the robots.txt URL in your robots.txt file. Google's John Mueller said, they said this years and years ago, it won't prevent Google from crawling that page. It'll just prevent them from listing that page in the search results, or that file from the search results. And two is you can also use the xrobots tag HTTP header with the noindex command. So those are two ways to do it. He said generally anyway, your robots file will not rank above other primary content, so you shouldn't worry about it. But if you do have a problem where you don't want something to come up that's matching in that result in that file, then you might want to remove it. Also, we posted this week that searchers can't exclude keywords from Google's image search. Now, I went through this in detail on how it works with Google versus Bing. Bing, you just do, keyword negative another keyword, and then it would negate that other keyword and not show up. On Google, it seems not to work that way. It seems to work a different way. And Albert from Google said in detail after I posted about this bug that it's not a bug. He says, "You're absolutely right on the need to add in -orange as well. Search won't exclude pluralized or words associated with minus operators automatically. It turns out that the images that are appearing for your initial search are only using the term orange without excluding oranges. So in this case, the negative operator here is actually working, but it's only excluding terms orange and not oranges. So when you do a negative operator, you have to do for both the plural and the singular version of that thing. That was my mistake, but it seems to be an obvious searcher mistake, and that Google probably should use the plural version of that search. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, you can check out the post. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, this is a good one. So Matt Cutts, Google, went ahead and did a post on Hacker News about some other post, basically explaining what the moments that made Google's culture, that are external factors, external moments that made up Google's culture today. Those moments included, according to him, is the first DMCA request they got from the Church of Scientology. The second thing was the day we turned on Netscape. Google actually got Netscape as a partner, and they didn't have enough server capacity to handle Netscape's queries, that they turned down the request they were getting on Google.com for Netscape a partner. 3 is the Department of Justice tried to subpoena 2 months worth of user data, user queries. And 4 is when John Patel grilled Eric Schmidt, Google's CEO back then, on stage at Web 2.0 conference, and Eric Schmidt declared we would never trap user data. That obviously opened up where they had this whole, you could download all your data from Google. So that's basically things that external factors that actually influence Google's culture today. Google, like I discussed this before, Google's Matt Cutts and John Mueller went ahead and helped webmasters on Christmas Day. They do this pretty much every year. And they did several posts between the 2 of them, maybe about 10 posts between the 2 of them on Christmas Day. They do this almost every year, and it's nice to see that webmasters get support even on Christmas Day. This is kind of crazy. I posted about the Google holiday logo on Christmas, and I posted how some searchers were upset that Google called it a holiday logo as opposed to a Merry Christmas logo or a Christmas logo. It was Christmas Day. There were no other holidays that happened on that day. It wasn't Hanukkah, it wasn't Kwanzaa, it wasn't Festivus even on that day. So I don't know why they didn't call it Christmas. I guess they're trying to be, sensitive to people's comments. And I said this is a topic that comes up pretty much every year. But this time I posted about it. I had 750 comments, tens of thousands, almost hundreds of thousands of users looking at the post, and almost 1,000 comments. So it's pretty crazy. Anyway, happy to get the traffic, to be honest. Finally, I have all the logos from Christmas Day, from the search industry, from Google to Sequoia, to Dogpile, to Bing, to Ask, to even ourselves in a roundtable. One major difference was Yahoo did not have a logo. So people should be pointing fingers at them, not necessarily Google. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. I hope you all have a happy and healthy New Year's and a successful 2013. Again, I'll be in Israel next week and the week after for XMX Israel on a week from this Sunday, January 6th. And I think that's about it. That's today's Search Buzz video recap. Today, again, is December 28th, Friday. Thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name is Barry Schwartz. Have a great 2012 and 2013. Bye.